us.
All right. It's Mount Rushmore week, 30 past every hour, every week. Now, Jack has this hours.
It's the WIP Afternoon Show's Mount Rushmore Week.
What a beautiful open.
Yes.
Did we get that yesterday?
No,
didn't get that
but
yesterday.
it's from last year.
Yeah.
That's not Buzz's fault.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, did we get that yesterday?
Nah.
Still a great
Well, it's from
open,
last
though.
year.
God forbid we get a new one.
Yeah. The Eagle Screech is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right.
So what I have for you is the Mount Rushmore of Eliot takes. Now, what I believe, these are the 4 that would be etched in stone in Mount Rushmore, but for the listening audience's pleasure, I created a second Mount Rushmore as well for my favorite Eliot takes.
Wow, so you have 2 Mount Rushmores.
I have 2 Mount Rushmores of Eliot takes.
All right,
because
let's
there's
hear 'em.
enough to fill up 2 mountains.
Just say you're doing the top 8.
Thank you. On the Mount Rushmore of Eliot takes, number 1, not the most votes, but one that is he stands tall and fights to the death about. Every stadium should have a dome.
Oh, yeah. It's a horrible.
I mean, it's
That's
obvious.
a horrible take.
it's a horrible
Also, you just
opinion.
mentioned the tennis thing. If this was planned indoors, tennis would have already been
Yes,
played.
but we could have played tennis indoors. Tennis is not football.
Right,
Tennis
but
is
when
not
you play
played-
it
tennis is not
indoors, you don't have to
played-
worry about the weather.
Yes, but tennis is not played in bad weather. Football is.
Because because there's no dome. They don't have to play football in bad weather.
Yeah, but they do.
Because
And
when
they're
it was invented, there
they're
were
very
no
different
domes.
Sports. What's that?
Because when it was invented, there were no domes.
But
Like
football's
everyone
not-
says it's an
football sucks in a
outdoor
dome.
sport. Everything was an outdoor sport thing at one point. We used to go to the bathroom outside. Doesn't mean we have to do that now. It's true.
Well, if you're on a golf course,
Yeah.
What do you
fact,
say
I
about
that's
saw
not when
that.
nature calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have video of that from one of us.
Yep.
Well, not me.
Yeah, no, not you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You know
remember
who that
this.
was.
Yeah.
Second on the Mount Rushmore of Eliot takes is that he could luck into a home run.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Major
that was
League
terrible.
Baseball.
Yes. And if we remember, I mean, that is your most famous tweet of all time, right?
It is. Yeah, I would say so.
It's bigger than Vonleh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think Vonleh is just a Sixers thing. Everybody, I mean, I know this probably makes you not happy, Jack, but luck into home runs kind of like baseball vernacular now. Like you see a lot of big accounts use it.
It's too big a word. What does it mean?
Like
Vernacular,
it's
part of the language.
vernacular.
Part
Like
of the
that-
language of baseball.
Yeah, like that pitching ninja guy. He
Yes.
always is like, oh, you could luck into a home run. Whenever
the-
someone throws a fast pitch, as if I was unaware how.
Now,
Did you just write a book?
Yeah. I didn't use vernacular.
well,
Yeah.
look, all the words in Jack's book are four letters or less.
Well, again, Joe
A lot of
started,
ands and thes in the book.
and then,
Yeah.
and then. Well, no, it's funny. So Jill started reading through it a little bit, and she's like, it was actually good. I was like,
She
what
was
you-
shocked.
What do you think I was doing down there? Typing with one finger?
So she read the final copy. She didn't read like.
Throughout? No.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
I got an early version of it. Let's just say there was a lot of red on the version I got. I got a PDF when we had him on the podcast. I said, could you send me the book? And I looked at it, and I was like, it gave me a stroke. There was so much red on the page.
The fields are red.
Yeah, okay.
What do you guys say about that?
So, by the way, your tweet was that you could rush for 1 yard?
I could score a touchdown in football.
You
I
could,
could
yeah.
score in basketball. I could luck into a home run in baseball, but I could never score a goal in hockey.
Okay.
And I still think that'd be the hardest to do.
Okay.
Even if you just were in front of the net.
Everyone
and then
says
you
this. Like,
tipped
just
it.
stand in front of the net and have it deflect off you. Like, hey, how am I getting in front of the net without
You're
someone
skating
knocking
there.
me over? And also, if
Skating. He's playing soccer.
no, this is hockey.
Hockey.
And if the puck hits me, why do you think the puck's deflecting off me? That puck is just going down and I'm falling. Like,
okay.
I'm trying to think what I think the most likely is, and
it's definitely football.
yeah, it's probably get the yard.
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
yard.
Push
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Now basketball, tush push.
Yeah.
Basketball,
You could think of
I could
your
just
total
throw
home
it up
runs.
from half court.
Against who? NBA players?
Yeah, NBA
you got
players.
no shot at scoring.
I could just throw it up from half court a bunch of times.
Well, how
That
many?
don't mean it's going in.
I
and how
agree.
many
I would
times
need
are
a
you
bunch
getting
of them.
the ball?
Well, if the objective of the game was to get me to score, like I'm not going to pass it to other people.
Well, that's not
Or
the
you
objective
could argue,
of these
but you could
things.
also argue in a basketball game they're not going to cover me,
Let me just say
so I
this.
might get wide open looks.
Have you been on an NBA court?
Yes, like not against NBA players, but
What? Really?
yeah.
My point is that you're saying from half court. Spike could tell you, you're not shooting from half court, so you have to literally throw the ball with one hand. How are you getting the ball to the rim from half court?
Well, I'm stronger than Spike, as we
No,
illustrated.
you cheated
as
in
we
that.
illustrated.
I
with
would
the-
love my-
with the arm wrestling.
Give
I'm
me a
even-
rematch.
I'm
You know
even
how
stronger
hard it
now
is to
than
get
I
the
was
ball
then.
to the rim
So am
from
I.
half
Give me a
court.
rematch when one of us is
I
not
agree.
holding on.
Like it would
with their
take all
other
my
hand.
strength.
You're
But
like 5'2".
nah, I'm like 5'9", but 5'8" ish. Regardless, it doesn't matter.
All I'm saying is
on the NBA court, it would matter.
It doesn't matter if I'm 6 foot or 5'9" when I'm throwing the ball up from half court.
No.
It's about muscle.
If you're telling me that no one's guarding you,
Yeah,
and they
no one's
just let
guarding me.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's different than playing.
Why would they guard me? That's the
Well,
point.
in today's
Well,
NBA, they actually do guard people when you cross
the
half
other
court.
Not
thing is,
me. They're not going to be like worried about me in the corner.
But think about this, Elliot. They could take the ball from you so easily.
Yes.
You would look like
you can't dribble.
I actually am a
maybe.
very good dribbler. For what it's worth.
for what it's worth.
They used to call me the professor back in middle school from and one. That's exactly right.
I know who you're talking about. They don't, but I know who
yeah,
you're
so
talking about.
I could dribble pretty well.
Okay, well, we need to see an Elliot dribbling
I need
drill.
to see this,
By the
yes.
way, at Fritz to camera 5.
Basketball? Yeah.
If you give me a dribbling drill, you may be able to convince me you could get the ball
All
to the
right.
rim from
Maybe
half
we'll do
court.
it.
And-
Because as of right now, I don't believe you could.
And the other thing is, you would 500 pitches. You're not hitting a home
No, you're not
run.
hitting a home
It
run.
would take more, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
No, it would take you to hit the ball from second base to the outfield.
So I was thinking about this with Johan Duran, right?
Great. Johan.
Johan Duran. That
You said he's hittable?
no. It'd be really hard to hit him, but I
You
think he's a
think?
good example of what I'm talking about. Where if I connected, he's throwing it so hard that would help project it.
But you wouldn't connect. And think
But
about
if I did,
here's the thing.
that's what I'm saying, luck.
Elliot, he has allowed 1 home run this year to major league hitters.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
Connecting.
Yeah.
You can't stand in a batter's box.
It would be scary. I agree.
Yeah, okay. You're scared of rain. For
Well,
Christ's
that's
sake.
different. That's about property value.
Okay,
But yeah.
all right.
All I'm saying is that you doing the tush push would be like Kenny Pickett.
Yes.
Now, you can get in there.
Yeah,
you can
tush
get in on the
push.
tush push. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
So we're saying those touchdowns are so easy. Elliot could score them. Okay.
Interesting.
Next.
Put that on the record.
Yeah.
Tweet that up. Put
We're
that
not
video
getting through
out.
all 8 of these.
Yeah,
No, we're not.
Yeah, I'll stop.
So obviously, also on your Mount Rushmore is that players should be able to bet on themselves.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Also a bad one.
We don't need to go through them.
Yeah.
Everyone disagrees.
Yeah.
And fourth on the Mount Rushmore of Elliot takes, for me, is Queen Elizabeth is the most famous person in the history of the world.
Even though there's no way you could, if I gave you a picture of 4 old ladies, you would be guessing.
No,
as to
I would
which one
definitely
was
recognize who Queen Elizabeth is. 1,000%.
Yeah.
I like the royal family and like the history and stuff. We watch documentaries on it.
Okay.
You see these kilts he's wearing every day?
Well, kilt's a little
Yeah,
different.
kilt's a
Yeah.
skirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I'm surprised there was pushback on that one, to be honest.
On what?
The Queen being the most famous person
Well,
in
it
the world.
isn't because again, as I've said again, if we went out, maybe in England, but if we went out on the street in Philadelphia and showed 500 people a picture of Taylor Swift and a picture of the Queen, the number of people who would recognize Taylor Swift is much, much higher than the number of people that would
Not even
recognize the
close.
Queen. And by the way, I could do that with Tiger Woods.
Beyonce.
I could do it with
Jackson.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I could do it with Michael Jackson. I could do it with like any number. I could probably come up with 50 people very easily that, and we could test.
Beyonce
that.
Now,
is
if you're
one of them.
going outside 30th Street Station, maybe. But if you're going to everywhere
why?
in the
You think
well,
they're
I'm
dumb
saying
here?
you're talking about a current city where most of the population is probably going to be younger walking by. But if you go through the
any
whole
major
world,
city. Any major
but-
city, Africa. Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
Spain, I'm telling you that more people that
yeah, I think you're wrong though.
yeah. Well, so
Michael
so-
Jordan is definitely more
So
popular.
let me ask you this:
The Queen was.
Let me ask you this. Okay, you're saying some cities it might be different. What do you think the ratio of people who would recognize Taylor Swift in Philadelphia? And you can pick the neighborhood. In
Okay.
fact, you could pick
Well,
any
just
suburb.
pick right outside.
Yes.
30th Street Station.
Then the ratio of people who recognize Taylor Swift, how many of 500, and then how many would look at a picture of the Queen and say that is the Queen of England?
I think a lot of people would be like, "That's the Queen."
Okay, so what do you think the ratio would be? Because you're saying the most famous person of all time.
Right. Like you're saying, out of the 500.
Yes. How
okay.
many would know the Queen? How many would know Taylor Swift?
I think all of them would know Taylor Swift.
Okay, so
probably.
500 of 500.
Yeah, and I think at 30th Street Station, maybe a little less would know the Queen, but I
Maybe
think
a little less?
Yeah, a little less.
It would
but
be
I think
30
you're
people.
underestimating the Queen. She
It would
was
be
the most.
30 people.
She was the ruler for like 80 years.
It would be 30 people. We have to do this. Can we send Buzz out to do this one day?
I know.
but I get
Please,
to
can
pick
we-
the picture of the Queen.
But no,
She has to have
no,
a crown on.
No, because I could.
Well, then
put-
you can't put
No,
Taylor Swift on
But-
stage or whatever.
but
It has
that's
to be
fine.
a headshot.
Fine, a headshot. But
Okay.
the truth is about the Queen. I could put a picture of any old lady with a crown on, and they would say a queen. That's
That's
too
why she's the
deceptive.
most famous person
no,
in the world.
you're talking about her position was most famous. You are saying the person.
All right.
So all I'm saying is, if this is the most famous person of all time, I think my guess would be of 500 people, 450 would know Taylor Swift, and less than 30 would know the Queen.
Oh no way.
less than
Easily
30
over
people.
250 would know the Queen. They just go the Queen, right? Like that's the Queen.
I know we're not betting money. We could bet some humiliating thing. There is zero chance that 250 people are going to know the Queen.
We'll see.
Okay.
Then the extra Mount Rushmore.
Okay, the second Mount Rushmore.
The second
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. College athletes should be able to stay in college as long as they want.
Yes, stupid take.
The highest grossing movie should win Best Picture.
I don't have a problem with it.
That's just a fact.
I don't agree with it, but I don't have a problem with it.
Who's the Academy to be like, this is the best movie when more people
Well,
went and saw another movie?
Don't they have another category now, like blockbuster?
Yeah, they do
of the
biggest.
year?
Yeah,
biggest
which
movie of the year.
should be Best Picture.
Okay.
Seems like you're an innovator with that.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Queen has more hits than the Beatles.
They just don't.
So I'm viewing hits differently. Like I agree, charts.
There's no way to view hit. There's only one way to view.
You're going to
hits.
hear the Queen in bars and at stadiums way more than you're going to hear the Beatles. Is my point.
But that's a different thing than has more hits.
I guess.
I mean, no.
Jock jams. you hear in
Beatles
stadiums more,
have
too.
more number one hits.
I know.
More top 10 hits. More album sales. Like
Yeah, but you never hear them other than commercials. The only time you ever hear the Beatles is honestly on like car commercials. You hear Queen at like bars, sporting events.
You're too old for this, brother. Like as many the bands that you're hearing at bars is like you're almost 40.
Well, no, but that is I'm saying.
Okay.
Like you talk about a hit. That's where you hear hit music.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No.
It's true.
And then the final one on the Mount Rushmore, the second Mount Rushmore Elliot takes, is that baseball should have 9 fielders, but also you're allowed to have 9 DHs.
I love this one. Like an offense and a defense. So like you would have 9 hitters and then 9 fielders, and you don't have to
Completely different.
correct,
yeah,
like
the guys
football,
play
like football.
defense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ike likes it. I can
No,
tell.
I hadn't even heard this one before. I think I missed out on this
Yeah,
one.
I've
Yeah.
never heard this one. I mean, I think it's dumb too.
Is this something you two be talking with? Like, I haven't heard
Well,
this
no,
take
I did it
before.
when Reese Hoskins tore his ACL. I said it was ridiculous. He had to be out there playing defense.
Oh.
When he's just good at hitting. So I think you should do 9 hitters and 9 defenders, and that is how you should play baseball.
Well, what if you're good at both?
Then you could play both if
Oh,
you
okay.
wanted. But you should have the ability to have 9 hitters. It's like how they're going to pretend Travis Hunter's good at offense and defense.
Oh,
so,
right. I forgot
so
about
they
this
can,
whole thing.
do that. But
forgot about this whole thing.
9 hitters, 9 defenders.
Before we,
He's special.
yeah. By the way, we could do a third and
You
fourth
have to change
Mount
the
Rushmore.
whole game of baseball. That is completely changed
We didn't even put the
game.
cheesesteak one that happened yesterday.
Yeah. Seems the feedback on that wasn't good.
No,
I've heard. Yeah,
no.
I haven't read, but
Yeah, Justin was
whenever
like,
it reaches my friend group, I can tell it's. Yeah.
Justin was like, "Do you think I could put that online?" I was like, "Please put it online,
Yeah.
put it online, put it online."